Would you rather have one of those big chairs, Fadi? One of those? Here. One of those chairs.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah.
Nice. Good morning. Okay, let's do this. Market open, 2 minutes left. Already posted the watch list, the main watch list here. What do you call it? On Twitter. You'll see the main watches for this morning. The RCT, disappointing that the move happened now, but you know, you can still offer a move later. There's also SONA, they're buying for potential failure to break down in an open price if you walk a claim to retest the pre-market high, and if it fails to break down up there, it could very well be a pre-market breakout and test the mid fives. Oh no, alright, there we go. In this area. Then we'll probably face some resistance. So those are on watch. I'm also looking at okay, let's just go back with the RCT real quick. This is your chair. Go for it. Alright, so let's just be patient and let plays develop. Let shorts get sucked in. We usually like to wait the first 10-15 minutes before putting in a trade. Multi-day bounce split on AGRI. Like usual, let's let it set the high, let it consolidate a little bit, and then once it breaks the high, as of now it's 365, we'll see if it could come back down for a bit, consolidate, and then come back for the high break. But that's essentially the pattern. Oh, it's gonna go through here. What?
You can talk over.
Okay. So yeah, AGRI, one of my top watches, looking for that multi-day bounce. Just gotta let it develop. Might not be right here in the morning. Might be like NRSN, how that happened yesterday. How it happened late day, all day was low volume.
I hate how it does this.
It's okay.
It's worse on my laptop.
So yeah, we got that. We have the push failure at 6, and now I'm just looking for that bounce play as it's feeling crack mid 3s. Simple as that. Short, just looking for some short covering to test the mid 4s.
Alright, now getting a nice little spike.
Yeah, just see what it does.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like 374 is gonna be the high. Just keep holding that down. Consolidate for a bit, and we'll be eyeing it for that 374 breakout now. For a potential test of the low to mid 4s.
Let's fucking go. Good morning, brother Max. He's not used to this.
SNOA, I did mention it. Just keep it on watch for now. Low float. Let's just see if it fails to break down, comes back to reclaim and hold open price in the VWAP level.
What is it?
SNOA.
SNOA.
Damn, DRCT holding up.
Yeah, this
Ooh, nice.
usually has a spike and fails.
DATS. Keep that on watch for 323
That's-
breakout.
Dads. Let's go.
So this is usually how early morning is once the market opens. Just patient, letting things develop. Not trying to force anything. We still have all day. AGRI here heading higher, but didn't consolidate like I wanted, so no play for me. Might be a play later. Who knows if this fails? But just be patient and let plays develop. No need to force everything right at the open. That's why it's so volatile right at the open. Just so many people jumping right in. So, yeah, let the plays come to you. Looks like we're gonna be enjoying the TRCT. Maybe they bounce later on if we miss this. It's at least up and out. Similar pattern to DATS, we got NEGG as well.
Oh, neg. Yeah. Thank you for the coffee, by the way.
Yeah,
I haven't had one of these in a long time. I don't usually get hot coffee. I've been getting iced coffee.
okay, now Agri finally looks like it might be dipping. It's at the high at 383. Snow will come back. Nice bottom, SNOA, nice double bottom at 380. Let it develop a little bit more. Once it gets closer to 645, might enter that for a trade. Because now, with the open price play around 407, you're risking right around 390. I'm not probably gonna risk 380. Those long wigs just tapped 380. They didn't really close there or anything. Most of the support seems in the 385, 390 area. So I would probably be risking off of that roughly 20 cents, maximum 5% loss. But yeah, so just let this play out, let it develop. Let's let shorts get sucked in, fail to take it lower, and we'll get the short squeeze, ideally higher if it fails to break down. Jesus Christ, Acre comes back again. That's annoying. That's a weird play. Gonna ignore that. Just not setting up the way I want. RCT dipping. Still holding high. That one did most of the move I wanted. I don't know if I'm going to be trading that.
What's the dog shit on?
The edge is on.
Bitch, don't chill on the couch.
Questions with the progress, notice that. What just went off?
Is you alright? Yeah,
It's
it's
not
just,
setting
yeah.
up nicely at all. Yeah, that's not the way I like a multi-day bounce to set up. But who knows, maybe this thing does fail. Then comes back, holds most of the day, and then comes back late day.
Yeah.
So just be patient, let plays develop, don't force anything just because the pattern might be there. Yeah.
What else were we watching?
SNOA,
SNOA.
DRCT.
Yes, this is the one. SNOA looking pretty good right
It
now.
is, I kind of do like it.
I think this is my favorite out of all of them.
DATS is slowly grinding back.
Oh, we get a nice perk.
Nice, here we go, price play. Perking up right around a good time here. It's failed to break down. Might get a starter in here soon. I literally only have 100 shares right now at 410.
Yeah, I just have 200 at the same price, 410.
Just small starter. I'll add into it as it shows me some more. But I do like that volume perk here, as it's showing that it might be confirming that 390s, 380 bottom.
Which is now a high big break.
So let's see if we get back to the 470s. That could be a nice quick 50 cents, 60 cents we can capture. Give it some time, give it some time.
I like that red volume candle now that's coming in.
It is a bit much, definitely. It is almost matching,
Yeah.
but we'll see if it can fail to break down.
Honestly, as long as 380 holds.
The 387-ish, around that area. So yeah, I'm just keeping that on watch
Drop
right
it.
now. The RCT still holds 5 so far. interested in BATS too. I agree, touching floor now, pretty much. That's such a weird choice to play. Let's see if we can hide low here. That's another way. That'd be pretty nice. If not, I'd probably just cut it real quick.
Yeah,
potentially
honestly,
play
the
later on.
Riyadh.
So,
Honestly, because I would rather cut. If I'm kind of iffy on it and it's not doing exactly what I want, I'd rather just cut it for a small loss than fucking letting it.
run for a potentially bigger one. You could always
Yeah.
get back in, make up your loss, and yeah, if you just cut your losses, you're still in the game.
Just
You're
cut
not
them
messed up
quicker so
mentally.
it's smaller, and yeah, then you're not taking, you don't end up taking a big loss, then you're mentally fucked on it.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with it.
I'm risking like 20, 25 bucks, so right now just sit
Well, 30
really
bucks. I
relax.
lost 30 bucks, so I'd rather cut it at 30 than wait for 50, 60.
Oh yeah, yeah. More size.
I had an extra 100 shares. That's why I'm just gonna cut it now. I'm not gonna.
Dude, Agri is so dumb. So the pattern just didn't set up beautifully, and that's why.
So let's check out Agri.
Yeah, just to kind of go over the lesson, you don't need to trade it. You really don't. If it's not the perfect setup, don't force anything. Could have forced it in the 380s, 370s. When I see the momentum shift in here, I'd be running away with close to 10%. But that's not the pattern. And who knows what this could do? Maybe this. Yeah, I don't know.
Just if it doesn't play out how you want it, it doesn't mean you need to force it and play it just because it's a part of your pattern. Really be picky and only play it, play your pattern when it really plays out the way you would like and you expect it to. That way you have more confidence and you can, put more size. But, this is not how we play it. It's just kind of like gradually
Yeah,
uptrending.
Go back to NRSN from yesterday. That's how you play it. Or CLVR, another one to go over. You see how you have that morning spike?
So same pattern. You had the morning spike, and then it actually took all day. Just really failed to break down, making higher lows, coming into power hour, holding VWAP. Now all of a sudden you get a little volume start coming in. You get that breakup high of day. It confirms it, and then you get the push. So that's exactly how we trade it. And usually we need at least 5 minutes of consolidation after it's set that morning high to buy that high of day break.
SNOA is holding 380s. So far it's triple bottom right now. Let's see if we can hold up. This could mean something for it. But it needs the volume. Let's get some buying.
Yeah, you can see because look at these two volume candles. Really weak,
Yeah, not much buying
bigger,
pressure.
a lot of selling coming in. Now we're still not much volume. But it is, as long as it holds.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Doesn't
even
have to
with
have
that
crazy volume. As long as that 180
no,
holds.
no. But what I'm saying is, even with that heavy selling after the weak push, in the past 5 minutes, it still made a higher low. So that's showing
Yeah.
even with more strength than the on the short side than the buyers, so far it's still failing to go down. So this might be something to keep an eye on. The shorts so far are failing
To push it lower.
But could easily change in a matter of 30 seconds, and this thing could just fucking panic. We'll see.
Yeah, just be patient.
That's looking good. Waiting for 323 breakout.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is what I'm excited for. We're getting to 3. This could be it. This could be a decent play today. 20 million shares outstanding, 50 million 50 million market cap, trading almost 5 million in volume.
That's in no way looking weaker now.
Hey, 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 dude. You know Max. Why are you barking at Max? People you know. Huh? If somebody breaks in that you don't know, you can bark. But not with,
In
not
this
with
hold,
Max.
this could be very key for this to have a solid
Not
squeeze
with Max.
back to the mid to high fours.
There's no barking.
And now the selling's kind of fading away too. Volume's kind of getting weaker now. It's failing to break down. This might mean something. This might mean a reversal soon. Just keep an eye on that.
Beautiful street sabotaged. Someone's dog took a shit right in front of our house.
Really?
On the concrete.
Really?
Swear to God.
It wasn't him.
Well, I know, but someone must have walked their dog this morning and literally just taken a shit right in front of our house. And they're like,
Ain't nobody gonna know. Damn, it's fucked up. Even when I take the dogs on a walk, I bring a fucking pick a little baggy, too bag.
I mean, concrete's doing another thing. Like,
He's taking the seat. Snowing, that's looking good. Those are my top watches right now.
You don't have anybody on as viewer-wise, but I feel like once Deckmar takes his break,
Oh.
everyone's gonna want to switch over.
We'll see. Agree's holding up. Just a waiting game today. Nothing spectacular. Great move, DRCT pre-market, but I don't trade pre-market. Or at least I try not to. I do occasionally. But I was at the gym and totally missed DRCT.
The gym this morning?
Yeah. So yeah, that's just on watch. So far, boring start to the day. Just an open price here. $5.73. That could be a decent setup here too, but I'm pretty sure this is one or two. Yeah. This is too big of a float market cap. It can move. I don't care though.
coffee. Where's my coffee? And I just didn't make something.
This is trading sometimes. I'm just sitting there waiting for stuff to set up. It's one of
This is
those
trading 90% of the time.
Yeah. The time you're in a trade, 20 minutes maybe. The time you're watching it set up, a couple hours maybe. Okay.
Days.
Possibly, yes.
You know, like for a bounce play and shit, or like a multi-day breakout, you kind of have to wait days for it to set up.
Yeah. SNOA is showing a decent hold at 380 so far. even with that Perkins selling right here, this last minute, it failed to hit lower. I think shorts might get squeezed on this. Still too soon to tell. I need to see some more. But so far, I'm really digging this triple bottom that it's got. I just need to see volume to come in. We get above 407, 414. That will be the entry.
This is the chair for you right here, huh?
It's pretty comfy, yeah.
It's comfy, it's perfect. It's a better back.
Let's see. Sorry, it's a boring morning. Not much going on right now. Maybe we get us maybe some sets up soon for a live trade. We get to see something, but right now it's really just a patience game. Don't get sucked into a play. That's pretty much it.
We already got sucked into SNLA.
I wouldn't call that sucked in. It was literally a starter just to try it out. I could literally put 100 shares. I lost 20, $30. Oh well. Adios,
Have a
brother.
wonderful day,
Have a
Max.
great day.
Enjoy the day.
No, it's early.
For FB resumed, did it halt down?
What'd you say right there?
Yeah. Whoa. That's a panic. Wow.
What's that about?
I thought the news wasn't that bad. I didn't totally read it, but it was something about phase 2, I think.
What the hell? Damn.
Yeah, dude. 50% drop. Even more.
Go to
It's
the
50% now.
go to the 1 year.
Doesn't even matter.
Still, look at that. It's fucking nasty.
Done. Disgusting.
If you imagine you're short in that,
You're excited. You're happy.
oh dude, you fucking just had yourself a day.
You just had yourself a
Even if you're
day.
a small ass
swinging it
position,
for a
dude.
week.
Fucking, yeah. I do like that this is failing to break down to euros.
Mm-hmm. Tweet about it right now.
Yeah, you could just go to.
Oh yeah, I have that there too.
It's all right there for you.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to fuck with the monitors.
Yeah.
Good boy.
It's a little flow, right? Yeah, it's a little flow. It's happy. I don't care about your shares outstanding, Jerry. 3.1 million. How it works out this time for you. I don't know how you defend this software. I just don't get it.
I like the charts. I've gotten used to the setup. The only thing I wish I had was pre-market and like pre-market screeners,
Scanners, yeah.
and then the flow. If I had those two things,
More comfortable, yeah. Let's go, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Let's confirm this triple bottom. And now it's going to be key to see if we get some volume on the bounce back up. Need more than this, but I do like how it's holding. more size coming in on the bid. Some more people scoring it. That's good. Just keep holding, baby. Come on. Such a boring morning. What do you call it? Dads.
Right above.
Okay. Nice. Got the 3. Peace on the later. Shit. Do you want to trade this as a hot break now? I don't know. Right now my focus is
How much was
SLA.
that morning spike?
It was like 7. No, it was like 10%. My thought process was not bad on this. My watch list. I had
Zoom into that guy.
Neg and Dad here. I was looking at potential bounce plays, and then later on you could trade the breakout when it gets back to there. But I just saw this failure to break down yesterday, and now today we have this higher low. I can see this thing getting back to the 8s pretty soon, because this would be the pattern. This is, if AGRI set up like this, I would have been buying it, but no.
You're getting in this right now. It's still looking good.
I'm not chasing this now.
No. I'm not saying chase it. I'm saying
Why
if you
would you say it looks good?
would have bought the high day,
Oh, that's what you're talking. Yes,
the fuck else would I be talking
you
about?
said right now.
I'm saying yeah, right now it's looking good.
848. Yeah, we could definitely get a move out of this. Yeah. Oof. That's annoying because I'm seeing SNOA
You're up
dropping.
at 10%.
This would be it. Yeah.
Almost.
Almost, not quite.
You had a good. If you bought that dip though, holding fucking VWAP
VWAP,
down.
you're up 10.
Dude.
Holding 7, reclaiming that hold, but volume.
All I'm saying is it's a nice fucking it's a clear nice clear spike with volume, and it does fit the pattern with the high of day break.
Volume is continuing.
Look,
we can
boom.
see this keep going. Still.
Now take your fucking 10. Almost, come on, it's
Not
780.
yet, Jared.
It's 780.
Yeah, it's still better.
3 cents away. Fuck off.
You want to get to 785, 790.
787 to be exact.
Okay. Let's see, SNOA. Yeah, whack. We'll see. Just maybe set an alert.
Yeah,
For
here,
get
go
back
ahead,
to
right
4.
click,
Yeah.
right click at 4, go down to create alert, and then create. Alright, so we'll
Just ignore that for now.
do DATS as well, go to DATS. It was right there.
I don't care.
Set an alert for that high
3.
day break. No, what are you doing? Damn, dude, for a second I thought that was fucking.
What's the price here? 113. Okay. Nice. Let's see if this could hold it. Let me see the daily chart before I get excited. Decent perk, amazing volume today compared to past months. Breaking over this range, over $1.
Million shares.
We got resistance around 130, which I believe is right around high here, so I can see this as a high day break, open price play, whichever level you're most comfortable with. Right now I'd probably be looking for the open price hold to break past high day to test 150. We got the failure to break down, volume's coming back. If sellers fail to take this lower. This can make a higher low, hold the open price, come back. The RCT tanking, that's disappointing.
Yeah, and it's already almost rotated the float.
Still shop. Oh, there we are. There's the crap. That's in the way. Small starter, NAOV, 500 shares of 119. So, looking probably just risk. So far, just like 40-50 bucks on this. NEGG. Just looking at it. Yep, there's your move. That's the bounce play. There we are. That would, yeah, should have been the best watch. You got your quick 10% plus, and now we'll just wait for that 850 break for potential move higher. Next move, yeah.
Nate, can you set the week watch?
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Here, give me my phone. I'll do
No,
it.
no, I got you. Shut up.
Set an alert.
Decent consolidation here with NAOV, holding VWAP nicely.
Give me my phone, please. That's what I'm thinking.
It is?
Yeah. So it's tanking.
Okay, if it's a bit later. How much? Good, that goes good.
Did not look good. I only saw it for a second.
Here we go, approaching high day here.
Oh, this is good.
Sized up into this perk here. Now I got an average of 121, 2,000 shares. Just looking for a quick pop to 140. That's it. Might even take less than that. Might just aim for 15 cents. Come on, baby, let's go. Give me 9 cents. Right here, pre-market highs, let's go. I'm gonna bring my risk up as well. I had it at 113, 112. I'm gonna bring it up to 116 now. might be a mistake. Oh, here we go. Come on, come on. 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents. Okay, I'm selling. I'm fucking selling. I don't care. Don't stop believing. Patient. No. It's gonna get to what I want. I don't care. 10%, over 10% like that. Boom. 2 minutes. Thank you. What was that? Let me do the math. $280 in 2 minutes. Let's go. Made up my $20. I'm up a little over $250 on the day. That's all you need. That's it. I could literally stop for the rest of the day and I'm happy. That's all you need. You let it compound day by day. Already had a pretty good past 2 days. Can't complain about it. And this is just me being impatient, emotional, and also part of my method of just taking my quick snipe. But 121 to 135, that's 14 cents, over 10%. I'll take it. You get a quick move. Not gonna complain about it. And I'm not a patient person. I know my kind of style of trading. Going through this dip, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I should have sold. I don't want to go through that. It's gonna make me eager, just messes with my head until I get to a place where I am patient and can let these plays develop and trust my data even more, as I'm pretty sure this is gonna get to 150, 140 plus like I was thinking. Till that happens, there's nothing wrong with taking your quick 10 to 20, 10 to 15% day in, day out, and let it compound. First it might be small size, but over time those quick moves will add up. I'm not looking, doesn't need to be a 30-40% play, putting in good size along each single dip. I don't care for that. Give me my quick angle and I'm done for the day. So that's that with that one.
So explain to everybody what the pattern was and what
Yes,
and your
yes,
thought process
yes.
on it.
So let's get into it. Actually, I need to tweet about this too. I didn't even, this is one I didn't even
Well,
alert.
go ahead. Go to,
1 second, because I was looking at SNOA. Similar patterns here. So let me just get into this. This one I actually had more expectations for because it was a lower float, but pretty much with day one spikers out of my scanner, I literally, if they're up at least 10-20% on the day, I really just look for the failure to break down. How I was looking this morning on SNOA, the failure to break down and come back for an open price and VWAP proclaim. This case it didn't work out. VWAP played as resistance and we ended up failing. The volume we were talking about just wasn't really totally there. It kept fading and fading. Sure, it was holding, but there wasn't enough energy to really trigger shorts to get squeezed, and that's why we're dipping a little lower now. But really the psychology with the open price VWAP play is you got a pre-market move and you got people shorting it from the pre-market as well right into the open. As you can see, we got this massive selling going on. If that selling, if that momentum can't break the stock down, because they're thinking day one gapper, crappy penny stock, crappy history, this thing should fail. And that's their thought process. So if that doesn't happen, they're gonna cover their position because they're wrong. More buyers like me are gonna come in, and that's gonna trigger a whole entire move, usually pretty quick, 10, 15, 20 minutes, sometimes longer, but that's gonna trigger a whole move of shorts covering their position, which is gonna be shown as buying, as well as buyers coming in. That'll take it higher, and that's literally it. And we got it real quick right now with NAOV. I honestly didn't even expect it to be the play that I traded today. I saw it pre-market and I just kind of ignored it. It does have better history of moving than SNOA, and I was also digging how we were breaking over a range. I guess in this case, this one was actually a better play in hindsight, because it's just there. Because here, like, it didn't really confirm anything. It wasn't breaking that $4 level. It was still below it in the 380s, trying to hold and using the 4 as resistance. So that's where my mistake was, because when we compare that, let me zoom in here as well too to give you a better idea. And you can see the history with this. Each time it gaps up, it fails. It fails. And that's the shorts thinking with it. Each time this thing gaps up, I'm gonna short it. It will make me money. So it's really just the thinking. Just looking for the failure to do that. It should head higher. Yeah, and then let me go back to Naov, which looks like it's failing now. Which is why we take quick snipes. This could just be a higher low. This is just something that I have a problem with. Anytime I see a dip, I, for some reason, sometimes start thinking it's over. But this is a holding trend. If this could fail a breakdown, it could easily trigger shorts to get squeezed again. But same psychology here. You get the spike, failure to break down. We look at the history. Typically, decent short play. Just has one and dones after this whole run up. Just each pop gets shorted into. So that's what shorts are probably expecting today. And on top of breaking over one finally, over this little range, over 95 cents / 1-ish, psychological key level mentally. And then recognizing that it was holding the open price, which is right around this little bump here. But the high of day was right around this resistance level. So I thought if it could keep holding these levels, it'll trigger a squeeze back to this level, which should trigger a squeeze, I thought, to the 150 area. But considering my entry, I was able to be wrong with my expectations and still get out for a good profit. And that's because if we look here intraday, we got this consolidation. Probably a lesson I should have taken with SNOA, where I was just taking my starter into a quick little pop. If you guys were seeing it earlier, something like this, where it was just a quick pop, just took a starter. But when you have the consolidation, the failure to break down, and it starts making a little bump higher, and volume isn't totally failing anymore, it's slowly still coming in, it's maintaining itself, you have a good odds. I'm not going to say for sure, I have a hard time saying for sure, but you have very good odds in your favor that the volume will come in and it will trigger a short squeeze. And right now I'm very, very, very happy with my sell, a penny from the high. Just not being greedy, taking my quick gains, recognizing it's still early, I could have an opportunity later on to trade. Just gonna cover my loss, make some money, take my quick gains. And that's really the play there. Thank you, buddy. And EGG, another potential play here. Just looking forward to develop. We're going over that breakout multi-day bounce in the morning. And yeah, we got that red day, failure to crack, typical multi-day bounce setup. I just was I was kind of waiting for it to do some more fading. It just seemed like it was still in between. I wasn't sure what it was going to do, but just a lesson for me for future reference when I am trading this pattern. All I need is just one red day. Doesn't matter how far off the highs it is. I do typically look for them to be 30, 40, 50% off the highs. If that doesn't happen, you got to keep in mind here, we got almost no volume here after it had an insane volume day, and still relatively holding up most of the gains that it had on this day. So that should lead shorts to be scared as well, and buyers like me would start coming in. And in this case, as you can see here, we just barely got the failure after that beautiful first green day, and just held up, went sideways, didn't touch the lows here again. And today we start making a higher low. That 715 break, that was the entry. Same as the NRSN trade yesterday, CLVR trade yesterday. We went over them live, as well as got YouTube video lessons going over them. But just be picky, wait for the right entries, and don't be greedy. Take your quick snipes. This could have been nice, over 10% in 6-7 minutes. So yeah, that is kind of it for me. Do you want to go over anything, bud? I don't know what else to go over. I'm gonna tweet my plays or my play.
I really don't have shit waiting for neg for the breakout. DATS is also another breakout. See, like with NAOV, with this open price reclaim, VWAP hold, I really thought about taking this, but I was like, I don't know, there's something that held me back, and I feel like it was after I took this small scratch on was it DRCT? No, whoa.
SNOA started this morning.
Yeah, SNOA. Which was kind of the same pattern.
It just didn't work out.
I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm just gonna wait for either neg or DATS for one of the breakouts to possibly set up for later, and that would be the ideal play for me to just want to attack for the day. And so I really kind of held off and just said, you know, this is probably gonna reach the pre-market highs, but I'm just gonna stay patient and wait for, you know, ideally one of those breakouts to set up. So nothing really for me this morning. Just staying patient, waiting for some of these plays to develop. I mean, it's got the breakout. I mean, neg's got the breakout right there above. This could be really nice. Can you do me a favor and go close that
Yes.
back door now? So neg is probably top watch for me right now. Just waiting for that breakout. And I missed the. I was watching NAOV. I missed the multi-day bounce with this. Pretty clean here in the morning.
Hey. Oh, those are my keys, bitch. Hey. My fucking shit. You're opening your mouth too much at me. I'm gonna get bit again. Good day. Good day. Very proud of the performance this morning.
Good start to the day for
Good
sure.
start.
Well,
Sure, my second trade didn't have incredible size, but if I were to do what I wanted, I would have been making $400 or $500 this morning. But I just took my quick 11% or so, so 11.5%. So very nice to see. How just really proud with the small starter to really see what it's gonna do. With the first one, SONA, didn't work out. Small starter, cut it quick, didn't get emotional, didn't let it affect me. And then what do I see on my scanner afterwards? NAOV. You could bring that up, Jared, please. Similar pattern. Saw the failure to break down. You guys saw it live. I reacted right away, and pretty much was very interested and saw the 113 breakout. Went to the daily chart. Saw that where the breakout levels were at over 95 cents. 113 area, which was the open price, and the 127 area, which was high day at the moment.
like that 140 is kind of where you, like you said, where you were looking at.
I was really hoping for 150. I was really looking to get 20 cents out of this, 20 cents plus, but it's still not over. It's still holding the open price right now. Sorry about that, guys. But here we are. Look at this. We're back at 123. So it's still failing to break down. This is where my flaw as a trader kind of comes in. Sometimes it pull back, have another pull back, fail to break down, then offer a better move. It happens. I'm gonna learn, but I don't
Honestly,
see much volume. I'm happy with my 11.5%.
Yeah.
Be grateful for it and move on. Especially when I was down a little bit this morning and I had the ability to push myself over $200 on the day in a matter of like 5-6 fucking minutes. It's beautiful. I love this game. I hope that was useful. Glad we caught it live. Sorry that I only trade for my phone. So and this is Jared's stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's my setup
so-
here. It's my house.
so I know I don't have alerts and everything going off on it, but overall, I'm glad we caught it here. The psychology, at least, so you guys could see what we're seeing, and that's kind of it. That's a morning session. You're done. That's it. I'm done for the morning. I'll be coming back midday, power hour-ish, to see if anything else sets up. Have some alerts set. But besides, that's how we trade. We look for the first half an hour, first 15 minutes letting stuff set up. But besides that, yeah, and also being patient and not getting emotional on other plays like Agri, where I was really looking for a multi-day bounce play, but it never set up the way I wanted. The way, what do you call it, did NEGG, that's the way I like multi-day bounces to set up. You get a momentum shift, and then the failure to break down. What's key is it comes back and breaks the high after some consolidation, and that shows that shorts are failing to take it lower, and that bulls are going to start taking their turn at it, and that's exactly what happens. Volume starts perking up a bit, higher low, and from there, that's the pattern. You just get the short covering and buyers coming in as well. So that's how it would ideally develop compared to, what was it, Agri. So yeah, pretty disciplined morning, proud of it. Not so much money wise, didn't a little over 250, but what are you gonna do? It's all good, money's money. Green on the day, 1 for 2, and still got the whole entire day to watch setups. Anything could pop up on a scanner later on that could wow us. So yeah, I'm good.
He's like, drop the mic. I'm out.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning.
Just finished up trading. I'm just on live. Yeah. I just finished up. Yeah. You can look at fallback today. I don't know, like the past hour or something. Or no? Yeah. You just sound a little bit right now.
Egg holding up.
What'd you say? No. I'll come over unless you want to, but stay comfortable. Might get driving too. Oh yeah, we could chill in the car if you like. Or if you want, if you want, I can just pick you up and we'll come back here. Jared's I used to boxes out for the move. Cut back on the line here. Cause like, I could be through very soon.
You had a great sell,
Okay.
Fadi.
Just make sure so I make things comfortable for you.
going back to SNOA. How you doing? You got school today?
Yeah. 10:30 to 9.
Woo woo.
Dude, I was having some wild dreams.
Careful, you're live here.
Oh,
Just a fair warning.
I was gonna get a donut.
You can have some donuts. Take that back, and you better get that from him.
Dude, he just fucking... No.
Having a dog will spice up your life, man. I swear to God. It's hilarious.
Macy's coming over.
Okay. Hey,
You said I had a great
spiced it up
sell?
your morning.
Yeah, but now I have a great sell. It's still holding up though.
Yeah, but volume is fading, and it's just.
Volume is fading and it's failing to break down. That could mean something. But I do not like this little trend that it's got.
No.
Downtrend a little bit. I will say that. This dog needs a crate, muzzle, and a shocker. I don't know what else. Relax on my dog.
Drop it.
He yanked it out of me.
Snow? Snow. Holding up. Jared, he's holding up.
Yeah, just.
This could be a great completely feeling the breakdown. Now we have a fake out breakdown. Really disappointing shorts. If this could come back and confirm, consolidate a bit, we can get the move that we want. Definitely. Nice. And then NAOV, here we are holding. Or at least trying to hold.
Hey. You gotta drop it. You gotta drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it.
Yeah, don't like the flow trend. Just
Drop it.
was a potential break over the open price, whatnot, but with VWAP held as resistance. It's really key that they both kind of line up. I don't know why. It's just when I track the pattern, I just happen to find that when the open price reclaims, it only works
Hey,
when
you listen.
it gets above or the VWAP level. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Which is why my starter here was just garbage. Should have been more patient to let it develop. But what you gonna do?
You straight snap it out of your hand.
Yeah.
So the SNOA could easily be something later in the day.
Yeah. If this fails to break down, it is a very low flow. 3.1 million could definitely disappoint. And people are trapped in. There's like, they're thinking this 3.1 million. It's not gonna be 3.1 million. People are holding on to their shares. So when it fails to break down, the supply and demand is gonna be a little different. So when the shorts want to cover, you got a lot of buying that's gonna be happening all at once. So keep that in mind as well. NAOV holding up.
Oh yeah, look at that nice little
Yeah,
bounce.
yeah. Confirmed, double bottom pretty much. And the fact that it failed to break down or it held up above key levels on light volume. When light volume is really just weakness, there's nothing left. But if it's weak in a strong area, good morning.
Dude, he's a fucking menace right now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I could just,
You could just say murder him. It's okay.
yeah.
Dude, Max got so stoned
No
yesterday.
biting. No biting.
Yeah, just a waiting game.
Jacks.
No
Um,
biting.
But here we
Oh,
are.
what a toss.
Just going over. It's
It was the cornhole form.
here's the trade. That's no way.
I don't know why
Just
we don't have
small
cornhole set up in
small
here.
loss here.
Small
$23.
Are you
And the
kidding?
bigger size on the right play. This is how you trade.
That's pretty good.
Cut your losses quickly,
Yeah,
That's
and
pretty good.
emphasize and slowly get in and size in to the ones that work out.
My desk wasn't right
It's
there. It'd be
just
fucking- well,
beautiful.
What are you doing?
The desk and the TV. What if you did it like
This over.
hallway?
If anyone's got questions, let them out. I don't know. I am kind of rambling. If I'm not being clear about something going on, let me know. I'll get more depth in it if you need me to.
Like I said, I can't find it, but I brought it. Can you look everywhere? I'm like, yeah. So I have like no idea where.
Now some little bit push of volume. I think this is gonna get to 150. I think it still has to hit. I knew. I sold perfectly for the where I was in that moment. We got that insane volume candle that I figured was not gonna sustain itself. And it didn't, as we can see. But it still failed to break down. So now it tries again.
You just look ready for flesh. See, that's not nice.
Is this mine or
Have you
yours?
tried them? Like, yeah. Okay, so if you don't pay attention to them,
Hey.
That one's dipped. We'll see.
No
I'm trying to
bite.
keep holding. This one's become my favorite now. The fact that this failed to break down and now we're getting a little bit perk in volume.
it's kind of almost
And we got some good selling here and it still fell to
when
the
you
head
give
lower.
them the energy that
Like,
it
it really cracked
gets
below.
hyped up, but also if you
Main watch right here for now.
No biting.
We'll see what happens. Like it still has to come back in reverse because overall the trend is still down. But once it starts breaking past 390, 4-ish, we'll get a move back to the 414 high, reclaim VWAP, and open price, which are a penny away from each other now, so it might even be better now since they line up. And from there,
Or I
That's
don't know
not
if he has
forced.
to get all the shots first, but as soon as he's able to go, he's going. Huh, bud? We're
see
gonna,
this right here.
we're gonna get a good jump on your training early, to cut out all this little fucking shit you got going
line
on.
perk there.
Yeah.
Snip, snip, snip,
And
snip.
then you look at this failing right now, making a lower high compared to what I thought of it might hold and continue. Damn, you might be right, Jared. I might have gotten a very good sell on that. Right now, this is my main watch. I'm digging this.
Yeah, this thing got bugged back up to 4, and then perked through.
Yeah, and no, I was
That's
just saying what I
more
like even more is that the VWAP and the open price,
Price
line
are
up,
right there and high of day.
so I don't have to worry about the resistance as VWAP as
But
how
you,
we
but you
fucked
know what I
up
mean?
in
You
the-
have high of day, open price, and VWAP all basically right there.
Yeah.
And then the next key level you have is pre-market highs of 470.
So you got a big angle
Yeah.
to profit off of. So we'll see once he starts breaking above.
So we get
We'll
some
start seeing some
volume.
action.
Yeah, nice lower high.
On NAOV, yeah. Let's go with that. Yeah, I really for a second thought this was
Smacked
gonna be
right
something.
back down.
Got smacked right now. We'll see if
This
this
volume too. Look at now. It's
Now
gonna
a lot
crack.
of selling. A lot of selling
This
going
looking
on now.
like it.
What's the float on this? 27 million. Yeah. It's a bit higher. Okay. The way this is moving makes sense. And this is gonna move. It needs some more time to consolidate. It did rotate the float though.
Oh, that's kind of cool, Fadi. Does it say when like the volume as it's
Yes. Yeah. It gives you the minute, and then I have the average, the day's volume compared to the average. Just to have in the morning, just to get an idea how strong the volume really is.
going? Okay, that's kind of cool.
I barely look at them. Like, I barely look at those.
Yeah, but
The day average volume and the RSI.
No,
Just kind of there.
I don't fuck with the RSI, but I'm talking about just to be able to see like the volume that it's having in the minute.
Oh, but
I-
by minute, yeah. Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
Check neg.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. A second.
Up one. Oh, we'll see how it holds
That
up.
was. Should have been more confident in trade that was a multi-day bounce.
Yeah.
Right out of the watch list. I was looking for that. Just didn't keep my eye on it. It happens. Glad I was still able to profit off something else. But I'm sure I would have had more size, like compared to what I did with NAOV. I would have been more confident in this, I feel. But my fault for ignoring.
Nonetheless, it's the same pattern working out once again. What do you think? Should I?
You wanna pause it?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
just
we're
pause
usually
it.
finished trading. I don't
Um,
watch anything at this moment.
And when, if SNOA comes back, or neg, or one of these plays pops up, we will keep on recording and hopefully get some more live trades for you. That way we can be a little bit more comfortable with some people.
CLVR. What's it doing? Oh wait, that one has its $4 break. Sorry.
Yeah, but it could be a previous high day.
For a second, I mistaked it for DATS because of the price. Yeah, I have it as a $4 break. I'm just gonna be patient. Whatever happens.
Oh damn! Now we got 4 viewers. Why did we just get a little jump?
Did you want to get back in? It's you.
Well, wait. Let's chill. This with a little
Take a little break.
5-minute break.
Do those views count even if we're not live?
I don't know. I don't think so. I have no idea. Is Drew right there?
Yeah. Just
Hi, Drew.
Hello.
let him focus.
So another one we're watching is CLVR. We're waiting for that breakout over 4.
missed our live trade today. Damn it. We just go over the play real quick, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to go over your trade. You want me to go over it?
You go over it for me, please.
So basically, it's just a gap first green day. You can see in the daily chart, most of the resistance is up here. It does have a nice little green day here. Really, we were looking for it to get back to 140s, 150s. Set a pre-market high of 132, and then it had a nice little spike in the morning, 127, and it really just failed to break down. And when volume started to come back in, you got a really nice spike through open price and VWAP, and then from there it was just a failure to break down. Volume kept coming in, it was nice and sustained itself. Fadi did take a starter here at like, what was it, 119?
Yeah, 119 was my original starter.
Okay, and then he added at like 122, 123?
It was a market order. It was 121 by 122. Might have jumped to 123 by the time I clicked it.
You can check on your phone and see what you got filled at.
Yeah, that is true.
But basically, you know, low 120s. He had like a 120, 121
122.
average. Okay.
121 average.
Beautiful ad. You know, his risk was basically 116. Once he got that ad and we confirmed that it was pushing higher, he was able to bring a stop up right away.
Yeah, because at first, when I had my starter of 500 shares, I was risking 10 cents, 9 cents. If it were to crack back to 113, 112, might have been a little discouraged. I just cut it quick and rebuy later. But that was my risk in the moment. And once I saw the consolidation area, it failed to break down. Now that becomes my key area of support, like that I'm watching, because once it cracks that area, you should be getting weakness. Now that we're cracking it here, you can see volumes kind of fading. You're getting some more selling when that happened as well. It could hold up because 113 is still right there. That is the open price. But you gotta keep an eye on these key levels where if it breaks that level, the play is kind of broken. The chart is broken, and until it kind of forms again, not really much of a pattern for me. So that's why at first it was down low, and then I slowly brought it up because I saw that 116, 115 area as an important level where if it were to crack it, I thought we would start getting more downward momentum. But could be wrong. So far, still holding. We'll see.
Yeah, that was basically it. We did both take a small loss on SNOA, and it was basically just a scratch. I mean, it was like I lost $28. He lost like what, 23?
Yeah.
So not shit.
And that's how you trade. You cut your losses, keep them tight, and then when you have like this was I didn't add anything because it didn't show me that I should be adding.
So we took a starter here at like 410 when it looked like it was gonna start perk through high of day and open price, and it looked like it was gonna perk through VWAP. It did have a nice little volume candle here, and it got stuffed at VWAP right away, so we ended up cutting it for that small loss, because I'd rather take the small loss than hold, you know, and end up, you know, cutting it when like it cracks this 380 or 375. You can always just cut your starter if you're wrong, and then when you're right, you can always add.
No,
So like this one ended up working out, so he was able to get a starter. It confirmed, volume kept coming in. As it was confirming, he added, and then he got the move. And he made all his money back and then some. DRCT. Still trying to hold all-time highs here. If this can fail to break down and we get a high day break,
Yeah, that could be something for later, possibly.
for later, but it's just something to keep on watch, maybe create a couple alerts.
Just let the chart develop and let shorts fail to take it down. Let buyers come back. Let shorts get squeezed, and that should trigger the move. Once it breaks 550, should really get a nice solid move, probably a mid 6-ish, 7-ish.
So low float, low market cap, all-time highs.
So you can't ignore the all-time highs, and now that it's failing to
Yeah. It's
break
holding
out.
all-time highs. If it
Yeah.
fails to break down and we start getting some volume coming back and we start squeezing shorts past that high of day,
and think of the
be something.
go back to the, what do you call it, daily chart. And I feel like it's more clear here because like it's easy to say it's failing to break down. It held the level, but think of,
A0I went off. I don't know before.
oh, crack lower. Okay, good. But here with this, just look at the candle. If you're not too familiar with how to read these candles, like I barely know half the names of them, but you can just read the momentum. Like this thing had a fantastic gap up. Okay, was able to head higher, but then came back and retreated all the way back down, got right below all-time highs, but what it do is still held forward, and from coming back all the way up here to all the way down here, if it were to come all the way back, that is showing some strength and a failure to keep it lower. Sometimes you get lost with the intraday, so you can just look at the daily candle just to visualize what is kind of happening. You get kind of lost with all this choppiness and looking at the resistance levels, but simplify it, look at the overall candle, and that should tell you what's going on with the day. So if this thing fails to break down, it very well could have a nice move and break 550 and keep going. That is kind of it right now. Like just waiting games, this one, just to see if it were to head higher. SNOA, still just a waiting game to see if it comes back. So now we're getting into midday trading and volume kind of starts dying off. There's less Xbox is on all of a sudden. Okay. But yeah, morning trading session's done. Now it's just letting things develop, see what something pops up that's new that could offer a move. Besides that, I don't really see
I can
any-
barely hear you.
Oh, really? So I'm getting messed up with the volume, or is it my voice? Hello? Hello, hello. Are we good? So what I was saying right now was just that kind of getting into midday trading now. Volume dies off. I took my morning pattern, took my quick single, over and done with. Now we just let things develop, set up for plays later on. Maybe something new pops up on the scanner. So just be patient, wait for power hour. I usually like to trade the first half an hour to an hour, and the last hour, hour and a half, that's where action really typically is. That's where the most volume's at.
Oh, the mic is unplugged.
The mic is unplugged.
The fuck?
On your watch list. Let me check my watch list. Oh, I was probably just talking soft. Okay, sounds good. Thank you, thank you.
Well, the mic was also unplugged, so.
Oh, interesting. Watch list wise, can you? I don't typically talk about the amount of share. When I'm talking about like the share, I'm talking about. Oh,
What did you just do?
I just brought it over.
What are you doing?
Relax. If you're talking about share here, this is just the amount I'm in, but I don't typically go over the amount of share. I will specify flow I'll just cut to it and say that I rarely look at the shares outstanding, so I will always mention float if it's the float. And whenever you just see shares, typically tied to my position size. No, you. Oh, this one. This is what he's talking about. Okay.
Is it-
Yeah, this one. This one's the shares outstanding right here. It isn't the float. No, it's not. So I don't know how on Thinkorswim. I don't know if there's a way to
On the
get.
left, under where our faces are.
Why am I so
He's-
blind?
He's not seeing this, so he's seeing the watch list.
Oh, here. Yeah, shares. That's still gonna be
It's the same thing as the
the
bottom
same
right.
thing. It's the same thing as the bottom right here. So that's just gonna be the overall outstanding shares. I don't know why the software doesn't
Have the flow.
have the float on mine. I have Street Smart Edge from Charles Schwab. I get both of them. So yeah, I don't know if there's a way to figure that out. I don't use this. This is Jared's software. But yeah, so when you see this, that's the outstanding. It's not the float. Glad I could clear that up. Got confused for a sec. Perfect. Glad to help there. But yeah, kind of just done. Nothing going on. SNOA looks like it's fading. Having a hard time holding. We'll just set alerts like we got here. Besides that, midday is quieter like we said. Solid trade on SNOA and NAOV today. 1 for 2. SNOA failed. Shouldn't have even traded it in hindsight. Should have let it develop more and get above VWAP. If we compare it to NAOV where it was consolidating above the VWAP nicely here, it got above it. As you can see here, I had a fake out in the morning. But once it failed to crack it and used it as support and held open price and VWAP, that's when we got the trigger of shorts for a quick short squeeze. And we got this quick, a little over 10% move, which I got from 121 to 135. And that was that. So, slower morning, I would say. Pre-market was nice because of DRCT, but that's also a potential play for later on. That's still kind of holding up, and this could come back above VWAP and slowly grind back. That could definitely be a potential short squeeze. It's low float, low market cap, all-time highs. A lot of bullish indicators kind of lining up for it, and especially if it has a move like this, comes all the way back down, completely fails to break down, and then works its way back up. That's showing a lot of strength within the stock.
SNOA
That's
cracking.
cracking. Nice. So yeah, that's kind of it. I'm gonna start repeating myself here soon. So unless you have any final
Yeah, I got this.
comments, we'll probably just take a little break until later on. I don't know if you want to do your thing here, but I'm kind of done.
I just might just go look through some tickers real quick. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Neg's still failing. Really keeping on watch for a multi-day breakout over 850. That was a really nice multi-day bounce. Get that high of day break over 715. You get a nice spike up to 8. That's, see how that's looking. That's fading pretty hard. We're looking for the multi-day breakout over 320. Oh man, he was finally falling asleep. Son of a bitch. missed Iceage.
Just see that on the scanner. What was the pattern? What was the play?
Breakout. Low float, low market cap.
Yeah. Let me see. Zoom in. 11:45. What do you get to? It's nice. Nice move.
So I mean, it's
So there's
just
yeah, you got the consolidation right around VWAP. You get that quick move. Yeah, that's a beautiful play.
yeah.
You got low float, low market cap. Damn, totally missed out.
So that's why you always just kind of go through your scans, go through the tickers. You know, you'll weed out a lot that you're not going to want to watch, but you're going to find a few gold nuggets in there.
Yeah, that
every
one
once in a while.
nice,
So this was a nice gold nugget that we missed out on.
Yeah. DRCT coming back to 470.
I want to make sure that this is on my watch list, which I also have to do for my. I've done it from my computer before, but I completely forget how to do it.
What are you gonna mark this as? For what?
I'm just gonna put it on my watch list. No, I mean on my phone, like my recent recent.
Okay. Wow, that's kind of devastating. Missing
Which
that.
it already is.
That would have been
That's
a really
why.
nice 300-400 share position.
Because you had really good
$2-3
risk.
bucks.
You had pretty good risk reward.
Yeah.
I mean, you're buying.
I guess we would be definitely buying closer to 12 if we're being honest.
Yeah, we'd be buying probably
You'd be
low
closer to
12s.
$2, $1.50, $2. Okay. Yeah.
Depending on where you want to risk, I'd probably try to risk this 1180.
It happens, you misplaced, but still glad I was still able to capture my opportunity. There's many opportunities. There was NEGG, there was Naov, there was this one, there was DRCT early on pre-market, and then right out of the open.
Sorry.
You're good. And then now we got DRCT coming back, so that could be a potential play later on. So just be patient, let things develop. So that's literally half of being a trader, just sitting on your
Oh, there we
hands
go.
and
Yeah,
waiting
it's
for the
coming
right
back a little
play.
bit.
Volume perk, getting above VWAP, that's pretty nice.
It's 90% sitting back, making watch lists. You know, bless you, stalking your prey, waiting for those patterns to form, and waiting for just that right timing to want to attack it. And it's quick. You know, we're only in for maybe 30 minutes, give or take. So we're in and out really quickly. We take the move that we look for and we're out, and then it's just kind of on to the next one. You just wait for that same kind of pattern to form, wait for the right timing, strike, get out, on to the next one. So it's really just a waiting game. You're only really trading for a small percentage of the time. Other than that, you're really just kind of sitting around waiting, watching these charts, keep looking through different tickers, trying to find your pattern. And you're not trading anything until you find that pattern that you love and it's setting up the way you want it to set up. So we're gonna take a small break, probably get some breakfast, and we'll be back on. If anything pops up, we're gonna hop right back on. If not, we'll be on, I don't know, maybe an hour or so. We'll kind of just watch midday and see how things play out. But when we hop back on, we'll probably be on for the rest of the day. So we'll catch you guys in a little bit.
No.